I'm Scooter Pie, and I'd like to welcome you to this exciting episode of Good Night with Scooter Pie. Woohoo! Applause! Before we begin, I just wanted to introduce the person that I got to interview for this episode. You will get to know a lot about her very shortly. That doesn't really make sense. Her name is Kathryn Dunn, and she has two podcasts. One is called Art Star Scene Radio, and the other is called Dunn Sun, and both of those can be found on Radio Free Brooklyn, and they're still happening, so you can find new episodes of both of those every week online. I had a lot of fun talking to Kathryn. She and I used to do a show together called Satanic Bingo. We'll tell you all about that. So, without saying any more, please enjoy my interview with Kathryn Dunn. Woo!
Hey, hey. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm great. I'm actually better now, seeing all of the sparkle happening on your side of the screen.
I'm giving it to you. It looks like you're out somewhere with the cherry blossoms.
It's true. I'm out in the vagina field. Look at my sexy mannequin lady. She has a helmet.
What do you do with her? Why does she need a helmet? Because I just accidentally saw a picture of like an ex from a million years ago on Instagram that like I had seen, and it just like I threw my phone. Like, oh, need something to do. Have you come across anyone on social media since you've been having home times that has been a weird time, or gotten in touch with anybody you haven't spoken to in a long time?
Definitely a friend of mine reached out to me that I haven't spoken to in a while, and that made me very happy because we were so close when we were younger, and every single year I would call him on his birthday. One year, I just called him by accident, and it was his birthday, and I didn't know it was his birthday.
Were you like, yeah, I totally called you because I knew it was your birthday?
Well, the beauty of our relationship is he does most of the talking, so I just called. He's in a different country, too, so this is me just, like, randomly deciding to call Greece one day. He's like, "Hello, Kathryn. Like, I can't believe it. You're the first to call me on my birthday. Thank you. You always remember." And I was like, oh, my God. That's... I said, like, I didn't know it, but I probably on some level just sensed it was that day.
Good stuff. So you also have a couple of podcasts, one of which you just recorded tonight. You have Art Star Scene Radio, where you're known as Face Girl with Face Boy. And then you also have one called Dunn Sun, which I guess used to be storytelling, but now it's just who knows what kind of stuff happens, because I haven't listened to it recently. But how was your recording tonight?
So it was good. We'll see how it comes out. We went over by about a minute, so we had to edit a minute, which we don't edit, but we needed to find all of the pauses and edit those out. So I did a lot of work at editing these little pauses, and then I found this chunk of pause, and I was so mad because when I needed a minute, I couldn't find this chunk of pause, but when I needed 3 seconds, I found all this pause, and I'm like, I want to get rid of all of it. But
well, it's good to know that if I need to edit out a pause, this is the section that I'd be doing, so thank you for providing me with that. So with your podcast, where can we find that? Your podcast is...
Good question. Everything is available on radiofreebrooklyn.org or radiofreebrooklyn.com. Dunn Sun is DUNNSUN, and then Art Star Scene Radio. If you were to put then you find it, and we're Saturdays at 3 and 7.
Kathryn, I know that you do improv, and you've taught it for a long time. It's something you have a big background in. And I know that you used to do stand-up. And do you think you'll ever do that again, or is that something you've completely retired from?
I wouldn't say I retired from anything. I don't know what the future holds. Hopefully we'll never have to leave the house again, but I'm suspecting this thing will be cured at some point if the world doesn't end. So maybe I'll do stand-up, maybe I won't. I can't predict the future, both, the catastrophic future and also my personal future.
But I mentioned that your improv and improv teaching background because you have a super cool job that you invented, which is that you're a dating coach.
Believe it or not, I didn't invent it. I was hired by an existing company, and I was the third I know of to take that particular position. So, yeah, I would have invented it.
Or do you all do the same techniques, or do you just, like, run with it and do it your own way?
So, the company had different people that worked on different aspects of dating. So, there would be, like, image consultation, the female perspective, online dating, night approaching, things like that. And the things that I did was improv to dating, like applying improv to dating and voice techniques. So it was mostly like flirting and things like that I would teach using comedy. And that I was taught directly from the person that I replaced exactly how to do it, and then checked in with the owner how to like modify it to do it exactly the way they wanted for their company. But when I work independently, I'll do like a little bit of that, but more the way that I do that, like actually coach an individual, is the way that I would coach a team, is see what they need and then cater that session to what I think they benefit most from that day. But I always come with like a plan, and it either happens or it doesn't based on what I get from them when I show up.
Can I give you a scenario of how like I would flirt with someone and you can like critique me?
Sure.
Okay. So I see you out in life, right? So I'd like come up to you and I would go, hey, what kind of animal is that? And I would like touch you, but I didn't have your consent, so that's bad. I'm like, okay, your onesie that you're wearing looks so soft. Can I touch it? It's fuzzy as it looks?
I mean, you're probably way advanced for a student because you're already advancing to touch, and it's nice of you to care about consent. Yeah, no, touch is so later on for just an approach.
Mm-hmm. Was that too forward? Was I being a flirting slut?
You want me to tell you were, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you flirting slut. You went too far. You go up. So you're just inappropriate. Yeah, I think you would need help.
Okay, let me do a bad one. That I'm coming up to you to flirt with you, and I go, nice weather we're having. What do you tell me to do instead?
Well, so the problem with that is that it's a statement, it's not open-ended, and it doesn't in any way elicit a response. It's just like,
okay, nice weather we're having?
Well, I mean, I do like that you made it sound like a question at the end. Going up. But you could make it an open-ended question if you really, really wanted to talk about the weather, which I don't necessarily recommend.
All right. How about like, what's your favorite drink to get from this pretend coffee shop we're in the future when we can go to places?
I mean, I think I like that it's got action and it's got a planning of a new date. It's a lot of words, but you're definitely on the right track.
I'm pretending we're in the place. Like we're standing. Oh, I didn't tell you where. I'm imagining that you and I are standing in line in like a coffee shop and you're in front of me or I'm in front of you and I'm like, oh, I can't decide what to get. Like, what? But then it shows that you're like indecisive and like a woman wouldn't necessarily want that.
No. But I did picture that. I knew that we were in a coffee shop, so that's
good. I made it clear with my acting skills. So when you're teaching someone improv exercises for like flirting or dating, what would be an example of that? You just walk up to a stranger and go zip zap zop? Like, I don't get it.
No, so you never apply the improv to the dating. Although you could.
Please don't.
I mean, love is unique in that if it works, it works. And if you're like, yeah, let's play zip zap zop on this date, and the other person's like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, then you found the one. But I don't think that that's going to happen statistically every time. So don't do that.
Okay.
But no, for example, if you had a session with me, we might do something like zip zap zop, or really more specifically like a badada or a one-word story, just so that they can get out of their head and stop putting filters up and blocks or like little speed bumps that get in their way from saying the next thing because they're thinking, or they're thinking something that they can't say, so because they can't say something, they can't say anything else after either. Because they're like, oh.
What's the one-word story?
Oh, it's really fun. So it's actually
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So we'll both do one word at a time, and then we think we've got it. When we think we've got it, we go secrets.
Like that?
Secrets. Yeah, like a bow.
Okay.
So always bows and buttons.
Okay.
Scooter.
Pie.
Has.
A.
Show.
Joe?
Show.
Oh. Called.
Midnight.
Asshole.
It's.
What do you say?
It's.
Very.
Raunchy.
And.
Delicious.
Secrets.
Good. I love it. You're like, and the, you start this one.
Okay, let's do another one. Elephants
Are.
big,
And.
wrinkly.
So.
We
Will.
wash
Them.
very
Carefully.
so
They.
don't
Wrinkle.
more.
Yes!
That doesn't matter because I'm going to ask you the Inside the Actor Studio questions that James Lipton, RIP, used to ask. Okay, the first one is, what is your favorite word?
Cockmongle.
Just, that's your favorite word?
Right now, cockwomble. I like calling
Okay.
Chubba
Cockwomble. What is your least favorite word?
Ooh. Moist.
Generic, but I'll take it.
I know, it's not even my least favorite word. I just said it because it was like
I
everybody.
actually think it's a great word because, I don't know, we've seen it in cupcakes and baked goods.
Yeah, I have no problem with moist. I don't know why people get bent out of shape. I just was like, ugh.
Because there's just a lot of vulva fear.
You know what? Bacon. That's my least favorite word. Fucking hate that shit. Because everybody who says it with such a fucking smile on their meat-eating faces. Bacon. Bacon is my fucking favorite word.
Least favorite. All right. What's your favorite curse word?
Oh no, I already said cockwomble.
You can say it for both.
I really like to hyphenate or create curses.
Mm-hmm.
Like cunt, shit, fuck.
So cunt, shit, fuck is one word.
No, douche, cunt. What a shit, fuck. Like cock.
I like they're hyphenated.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Good grammar.
I like cock gobbler. Like that's a good one. You cock gobbling super slut. Fuck wad.
Ah, that feels good. You might have Tourette's a little.
Yeah. First is Tourette's. Sing.
The next one is if you didn't have the job you have, or the jobs, what's the one you would want?
Well,
or what's like your dream job?
What?
Or what's like your dream job if you don't have it?
My dream job is getting paid to do nothing, but my dream job that's actually fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
I lost you.
I'm here.
Yes. Is anything that has to do with make-believe, to create imagination or imaginary things for people. So, for example, working in film, creating art, anything, television, even theater or costumes or set decorating, anything where my hands are getting not like real messy, but like creative messy.
Real messy. So you want to be an Imagineer, is what you're saying?
Yes!
Trademark Disney. What is a job you do not want to have?
Oh, anything where I have to murder or harm or torture animals or inconvenience them even slightly. Any of the jobs where you have to be a soulless monster to have.
I think there's a lot of jobs that entail the soulless monster part, but I think it's also subjective.
No, I mean specific to animal herding.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Even
so anything in the like meat production industry or stuff like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Uncool. So let's say that there's a heaven, and let's say there's a God, and let's say that it's far, many years in the future, and you die. and you appear at the gates of heaven, is the first thing you want God to say to you?
Ha! Because it's real. I was just expecting to be like, ha! You didn't think it was real. Here we are. I don't know. I guess it would be like, here we are. I don't know what I would want him to say. And by him, you mean God, because it could be a woman. We don't know. I mean, if God
to God is they.
Yeah. I feel like if God is meeting me, I did something, right? Because that's not usually who you get at the gates.
How do you know?
Wizard now. Like, you got past the doorman, you're straight up seeing the wizard.
Yeah, I know. I didn't imagine God to be the doorman. I see what you're saying, but apparently James Lipton thinks that. I didn't make up the questions, but maybe I should make up my own. Maybe I'll be successful enough to get some kind of cease and desist. Okay, 2 more questions. Turn-ons. This can be artistically or personally.
Honesty and being able to trust someone. Also, like, really pointing noses. And yes. And red hair. Yeah.
Turn-offs.
Lying-ass bitches who are also crazy and insecure.
What about an honest-ass bitch who is crazy but secure?
Oh, I was hoping you'd say insecure, because I'm like, yeah, she sounds hot.
Oh, okay.
But she could be secure. Yeah, no, I like an honest-ass, crazy, secure bitch. That was it, right?
Yeah.
As long as she's honest.
All right. So that's the most important thing. That's good. All right. I'm going to take us out. We're going to pretend. Okay. Set the scene. So it's Satanic Bingo. And I'm the ball fondler, as it was, right? And let's say that. Hang on. Let's say that I pulled an 069. What happens when we get an 069?
I think it's a dance party.
I won't do this for too long because of song trademarks on film.
It's true.
Thank you so much, Kathryn Dunn, for being here with us tonight.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Air hugs to you. I'm just getting to look into your eyes. So be sure to listen to her podcast. Check out Art Star Scene Radio on Radio Free Brooklyn, where you can also find Dunn's son. Maybe one day you can be a guest. And then you can also contact her for dating coaching if you're still doing that. How can we do that?
Right now I'm doing it on whatever medium they prefer. I Google Duo or whatever the Hangouts, Skype, or even Zoom. Just sessions like that.
So how can people contact you? What's your contact?
For that, I'll just say the Trixie Star, TRIXIESTARR, is at gmail.com is probably the best to get in contact with me about that. But if you also want to message me about Dunson, it's dunsonstorytelling at gmail.com and artstarSceneRadio@gmail.com.
You got that. Thank you and good night.
Thank you for joining me for this exciting episode of Good Night with Scooter Pie. I hope you have a good night and see you next time.